All right, we're here live at Kelly Reeves Stadium, trying to squeeze our way through the beginning of this game. We want to apologize. We've had some technical difficulties. Our producer is out this week, and I think we're going to have to fire him.
Yeah, we'll just dock his pay as we go forward. But, we're hoping we're broadcasting right now. The Lions have the football. There's a handoff to Dotson. He starts in the middle, breaks out to the left side, and carries it into Westwood territory for a first down at the 35-yard line. It's 10:47 here in the first period. We are scoreless, and again, we hope that we are broadcasting. Are you testing us, Mark? So there we go. Lions in a huddle right now. We're going to check and see. Hopefully you're hearing us out there in radio land. We're connected to the district Ethernet cable, and so hopefully they didn't put a block on the YouTube. And we have a timeout Westwood there after the first down with the Lions. 10:47 on the clock here with no score. First period, Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex.
We're going to go ahead and take a quick break with the timeout here. Or not.
Okay, welcome back here to Kelly Reeves. Again, we're still trying to make sure everything's working here. It sounds like it is. Lions come out of that timeout by the Warriors, and shotgun formation. Landry throws it in the flat, complete to number 10, Elijah De La Riva. So it's going to bring up a second down and about 6 yards to go, ball at the 31-yard line of the Warriors. Lions break the huddle. Landry, the quarterback, has Evan Smith as the running back and a bunch of receivers on the left side, a triplet tight to the formation. Takes the snap. Throws down the right sideline to the single receiver. There's going to be an offensive pass interference, but it is a touchdown. Dotson pushed off as the ball was coming in the air, and so they're going to call the Lions for offensive pass interference, and that touchdown will not count.
Yeah, it was pretty unfortunate. I think Dotson probably could have wrangled that ball down by himself without that push-off.
Well, it's one of those things. Both the receiver and the defender had hands on each other, but you saw Dotson get a little bit of separation as the ball arrived when he pushed off, and so that'll be a 10-yard penalty for the Lions. Actually, they're going to give him an 11-yard penalty for some odd reason. I believe it's a 10-yard penalty from where the ball was marked. I guess we lost a yard on that first play is why. And so now it is second and 21. Lions have the ball on the 46. Shotgun. Landry takes the snap, and they hand to Dotson going to the right side. He's got a big hole. There's a flag behind the play, way behind the play. Dotson gets back to the original line of scrimmage, but the flag resting on the 48 is typically where a hold could be. Let's see what the referee has to say. He is calling the teams back. Looks like it's going to be against the Lions. It is a chop block against Leander, and so they had a low-high going. So I moved the line of scrimmage back into Leander territory all the way to the 39. it will remain second down, but the Lions need to get to the 25, and so they're looking at, 36 yards to convert a first down. They have 3 downs to do so, although they may not use that fourth down if they don't get a bunch of it back here in the next 2 plays. Shotgun formation for Landry has Dotson in the backfield. 4 receivers to the left of the formation. They send Dotson out alone to the right. Empty set now for Landry, and we have a quick timeout. It looks like it's going to be.
Yeah, you had a couple things going on there. Looked like you had some clock issues, and you had some guys lined up offsides at the same time.
Well, and the play clock was running down. 10:02 left here in the first period, and we're still scoreless. This is the first drive of the game. The Lions have had the ball for these 5 minutes, almost 5 minutes, and we're moving into Westwood territory and had a couple of self-inflicted wounds and find themselves back in their own territory at the 39. We'll take a break on the next timeout. I just want to thank Mark Sickles for coming out and doing production for us. Gary mentioned that our producer Rich is out seeing his son play a little college ball, and we're all for that. We do miss him every time he's not here, though. It's always some little thing, right? It's never the same thing. It's always a different thing each time. And so shotgun formation, Lions out of the timeout, take a snap. Landry completes it to De La Riva. He cuts in at the 43, and he's stacked up right at the 44, where it'll be third down for Leander.
Yeah, and De La Riva, he's come to this season. He's been a go-to guy for the quarterbacks. You can see him. He's only going to grow with this opportunity. And then he's been pretty good on running his routes and catching the ball. He's been pretty consistent whenever given the opportunity. And so now we've got big wind blowing from the north to the south right through the middle of the stadium.
Okay, and at 9:19 and counting here in the first period, the Lions have it third down on their own 45. Shotgun formation, it's an empty set, and they send Dotson out again. This is a new formation. It looks like each time they get in that formation, there's a timeout, though. And again.
Yeah, let's go ahead and take a quick break real quick.
Yeah, we'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. Lions football on SHN Sports.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family, John and Denise Christensen, Louie and Ray Egglesey, Russ and Kathy Gaiman, Jason and Gina Gordon, Katie and Justin Hanner, Rich and Patricia Hensley, Kyle and Maria Kennedy, Earl and Janice Lott, Gary and Ann McDaniel, Mike and Sandy Slater, Roger and Laura Smith, and Darren and Jessica Webster. Again, thank you so much for sponsoring Leander Lions football this season. And go Lions!
Handoff goes to Dotson. He breaks out over the 50, cuts up there to the 45 of Westwood. 9 minutes remaining and counting here in the first period, and the Lions are going to have a fourth down and 20 from the Westwood 45, and they'll bring out Eli Gaiman and see if they can pin this Westwood offense down. I haven't really had a chance to talk much about the game because we've been struggling with the equipment, but Westwood has a pretty explosive offense. Westwood not trusting the Lions here on 4th and 20. They don't send somebody back deep to receive the punt. Gaiman gets the punt off, and it's a nice punt. Takes a line roll inside the 10, and it's going to die right at the 5-yard line where Ray Egglesey downs it. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be right back. Leander Lion Football on SHN Sports.
Go Lions. Yeah.
Back here at Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex, where we're scoreless. Westwood, with their first drive from the 5-yard line, the Lions had the ball for about 7 minutes of the first quarter, unable to score any points, punted it down to the 5. R.J. Martinez, the quarterback, in an empty set, drops back, flips it to the receiver coming across the field, and that is number 10. And he's going to carry it up to the 15-yard line for a first down. That's Robbie Jang on the reception. Nate Anderson, the running back, in the backfield with the quarterback, R.J. Martinez. 2 receivers on either side of the formation after the motion. Flips out to the receiver number 10 on the right side of the formation. That's Robbie Jang, and he carries it inside for a gain of about 7, and that is the first down. He didn't get the first down on that first one. They gave him 9 yards. And so that'll be a first down at the 25-yard line of Westwood. And Westwood playing a little tempo here. Martinez, the quarterback, with Nate Anderson, the running back, has 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Martinez takes the snap, drops straight back, gets some protection, rolls to his right after being flushed out. Evan Smith there to force him out at the 31, but Martinez picks up 6 yards on the scramble. It's going to be 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and Martinez, he's not even a senior yet, and he's came out here, last year and done a great job.
Yeah, he was co-offensive newcomer of the year to District 13 6A, and so has continued to play well at the quarterback position for the Warriors.
Yeah, we know this passing game of the Warriors is something to mention, so Leander's got to do a good job with these DBs.
7:20 on the clock here. 2nd and 4. Martinez takes the snap, throws it out in the flat, complete to Nate Anderson for a gain of about 1.5 yards. He rolls onto the ground to catch it, and therefore is down, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 2. Ball marked at the 33-yard line, Westwood needing the 35. 3 receivers to the bottom of the formation. Anderson, the running back, with Martinez. There's a snap. They hand to Nate Anderson straight ahead, and he gets a little bit of a crease and carries it up to the 40 for a first down for the Warriors. Tackled by Wakama.
Yeah, and you can see
Egglesey.
You can see Evan Smith saw that pre-read, pre-snap, and was trying to get the guys in the right position, but didn't have the time. He shot the gap and left that gap open. Somebody else's responsibility, but you can definitely tell Evan Smith recognized that play.
Shotgun formation for the Warriors. Nate Anderson, the running back, 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Martinez takes the snap, drops straight back, almost throws an interception. Pass intended for Julian DeBerry. McDaniel there defensively for the Lions is going to bring up a 2nd down.
Real quick, we're going to give a score update. Astros against Washington, they just went up 1-0 in the 2nd inning.
They need to get them at least one of these games or they're going to be in some real trouble.
One at a time.
Hey, you just win what's in front of you, and then you'll take on the next thing, right? And that's what the Lions need to do here tonight. Play by play, series by series, quarter by quarter, half by half, and, of course, tonight's game. It's a timeout, Westwood. We'll take it with them here with 6:21 remaining in the first period. Leander Football at SHN Sports will be right back.
A big thank you goes out from the Leander Lions Football Booster Club to our 2 great platinum sponsors for their support of Leander Lions football this season. First, 9 Round Fitness, located at 2906 South Baghdad Road, right across the street from Leander High School. Call 9 Round at 512-843-3925. 9 Round, where your first 30-minute full-body workout is free. Look for them on Facebook. That's 9 Round. And Good Flow Plumbing. Call them at 512-501-2051 or find them online at goodflowplumbing.com. Good Flow Plumbing, backed by more than 50 years of industry experience in Austin. Good Flow.
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves, where it is 2nd and 10 after the timeout, 6:21 remaining. Westwood with the ball. There's the snap. Martinez fakes to Nate Anderson and flips it in the flat, complete to number 10, Robbie Jang, and he's able to carry it up over midfield as he cuts to the center of the field and into line territory down to the 43.
Yeah, and Robbie Jang's obviously been the go-to guy for Martinez. He's thrown to him quite a few times already. When he's in trouble, he's looking for number 10.
So Westwood, with a big play there, come out in tempo, shotgun formation. They bring Anderson in motion. There's a snap. They fake to Anderson. Martinez rolls to the right and hits Jang as he's dragged out of bounds at around the 31-yard line by Evan Smith. First down again for the Warriors, and they're back on the line of scrimmage quickly. Line defense needs to buckle up here and see if they can get a stop. 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 31-yard line. Martinez, shotgun formation, takes the snap, rolls to his right, looking downfield, has a receiver on the sideline, but they're going to say he caught that out of bounds, incomplete. And so it'll be 2nd down. The clock will stop with 5:41 here in the first period. Ball on the 31.
Yeah, and this defense needs to have some urgency as Westwood is trying to pull up this tempo a little bit.
Yeah, they're trying to get Leander tired. They know you can look across the field and know the numbers are low in terms of bodies for the lines, and that's due to a number of factors. Martinez in a shotgun formation, 2nd and 10, takes the snap, drops straight back, throws it over the center of the field, complete. That is complete to Jace Lynn. He cuts back after receiving the ball and is tackled around the 24-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and 3 for the Warriors, and they quickly are at the line of scrimmage. Nate Anderson, the running back, with Martinez. I'd watch the handoff to Anderson, and there it is. Straight ahead, Anderson picks up the first down, and he's driving his feet inside the 20 down to about the 17, and the Warriors will have a new set of downs with 5:12 on the clock here in the first period. Then they're back on the line of scrimmage quickly. Martinez and Anderson in the backfield. And then they kind of slow it up a little bit. Sounded like there was a whistle. The White Hats over talking to Coach Wood, Westwood head coach. And there was a penalty against Leander. It was declined? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, okay, because they picked up the first down on the play because the chains hadn't moved yet. That threw me off a little bit. 1st and 10. Martinez takes the snap, hands to Anderson straight ahead, and he carries it down to about the 10-yard line where he's hammered. There, he's shy of the first down by about 2 yards. Looks like Will Loof was in on the stop there, number 12 for the line. 2nd down and 2. Martinez, Anderson, the running back. There's the snap. They hand to Anderson straight ahead.
Yeah, and at this pace, you keep handing it to Anderson. He's been able to pick up 3 to 5 yards each time he's touching the ball.
Well, and you put it on the big guys up front, and Westwood's doing that right now, and they're delivering. 1st and goal now for the Warriors from the 5. Martinez takes the snap, and they hand to Anderson again straight ahead, and the lines are there, but Anderson picks up about 2, maybe 3 yards. They're going to mark him right at the 2-yard line, so it'll be 2nd and goal. Lions are going to have to get some penetration here if they're going to want to stop Anderson there in the middle. And if I'm the Warrior coaching staff, the Lions really haven't stopped Anderson straight ahead. I'm going to keep feeding him. You might even get him to run to the corner because he's pretty quick as well. Martinez takes the snap, and they hand to Anderson straight ahead. He's behind his biggins, and he's in for the score. Westwood is on top now, 6-0 with 3:55 left here in the first period. And so the Warriors will bring out the point after attempt unit, the kicking team, line up to kick the PAT. I believe that's number 14, and it is Bevins. Point after attempt is up and good. And it's 7-0. We'll take a quick break with 3:55 remaining here. Lions trail the Warriors 7-0. Stay tuned.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to thank the following local businesses for their support of Leander Lions football this season. At the bronze level, Buttercup Dental, 512-335-8121. HEB Plus at 651 North U.S. Highway 183 in Leander. Tillman Physical Therapy at 512-331-6200. Bill Miller's Barbecue at 1651 West Whitestone Boulevard. And Pendleton Orthodontics at 512-355-7727. At the silver level, Wingstop, located at 401 West Whitestone Boulevard in Cedar Park. Order online at wingstop.com. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. 3:55 remains in the first period. The Warriors are getting ready to kick off to the Lions. Lining up to kick is Bevins. Back deep to receive for Leander is going to be Ray Egglesey. And it looks like it's going to be a short kick. And I didn't see who
with room to run.
Number 20, no, that's number 3. Xavier Terry. Yeah, Xavier Terry on the return all the way up to the 45. And the Lions will have a first down from the 45-yard line.
Yeah, and this Lion special team sector has missed Xavier Terry. He's been out for quite a few games this season, and he's a big threat on these returns.
He's had a lot of injury problems this season, and so when he's been on the field, he's certainly been a weapon.
Yeah, and you've got a lot of variety you can do with Egglesey and Dotson and those guys, where you don't have to have everybody back deep and be able to accept those short kicks like that.
Landry in a pistol formation with Dotson. They hand to Dotson. He cuts back against the grain, sees the defender there, and goes back right, and he's got the corner and gets right up to the first down marker. We'll see if they give him. They're going to mark him a yard shy. And so it'll be second down and 1 for the Lions. Ball at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, we didn't even get to talk about the weather tonight. I'm looking at it right now. It's 49 degrees. It has a 73% humidity, north wind at 14 miles an hour. Feels like 42, but it's a lot colder than that out there.
It's clear at least for the Lions here. Second down, empty set for Landry as he looks to the sideline for the call and maybe even a running back. And here comes that running back. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. They get the snap off before the play clock expires. They hand to the running back straight ahead, and there's not much there for, looks like number 96 getting a carry for the Lions. That's Jacob Smith, a D lineman in there carrying the ball for Leander.
Yeah, they got
picks up the
down.
first.
Yeah.
And so the Lions will have it at the 45, first and 10. 3:15 remaining here in the first period. The Lions trail the Warriors 7-0. Shotgun formation for Landry. Dotson the running back. There's a snap. Landry rolls to his right.
Oh, nice
He's
one.
hurry,
Catch.
and he has to hurry and get the pass out there. It is complete to Joseph Shoto. Gain of only 2, though, because he had to go vertical or horizontal, rather, to catch the pass. And so second down and 8 here for the Lions. Looking to second possession in Westwood territory. Had a touchdown called back due to pass interference and then kind of went backwards from there on their opening drive. So we'll see what they can do here. Second and 8, Landry in a pistol formation. Dotson, the running back behind him. 3 receivers at the top of the formation. They hand to Dotson straight ahead. He moves to the right and drives his way down to, looks like he got the 40. They're going to mark him at the 39. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 6 for the Lions. Obviously, they're in 2-down territory here. And so the Lions will huddle up, the play clock at 25 seconds and counting. 1:58 on the game clock. The Lions not in a big hurry.
Now they're heading right into this win, though.
So Landry in a pistol formation. Smith, the running back, up in front of him. Dotson behind him. The pass in the flat to De La Riva, too tall from Landry. and it'll bring up 4th down. And you're in a position here, you know, do you punt it here? The Lions punted the last possession here and put Westwood back on the 5, but it was to no avail as Westwood was able to drive the length of the field and get their first touchdown. So it looks like the Lions will go for it here with 1:41 remaining on the clock in the first period, 15 seconds on the play clock, so they need to hustle it up down to 10. Pistol formation, Evan Smith, the running back, with Landry. Dotson split out to the left. 2 seconds on the clock. He gets the snap. There's a flag, and they're going to get Dotson for being out of formation. They're going to say false start against the Lions. And so that'll back us up 5, and looks like Coach Price is going to bring out Eli Gaiman and try to pin back the Warriors after that penalty.
Yeah, and so, you know, just to kind of talk a little bit about where we're at, this Kelly Reeves Stadium, I had the pleasure of meeting Coach Kelly Reeves when I was a youngster. He was he was the first head football coach for Westwood and the athletic coordinator for Westwood as well in the Round Rock District. Talk a little bit more about him in a minute.
So 4th down, Gaiman's able to get one hand on the high snap and a rugby-style kick to his right, takes a line roll inside the 10, and it'll be down on the 6. And so for 2 drives in a row, the Lions have the Warriors pinned back. Let's see if they can stop them this time. We'll take a quick break and be right back. Lion football.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family.
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves. I apologize to our boosters. I made those commercials too long for Westwood game. They get back out on the field quickly when they have the ball. 1st and 10, Martinez, the quarterback. Takes the snap, fakes to Anderson, throws it into the flat on the left, and the receiver receives the pass and is able to spin his way past the 20 to the 22. McDaniel on that tackle. That receiver, I believe, was number 7, Julian Dewberry. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Warriors from the 22-yard line. 1:10 remaining here in the first period. Martinez shotgun formation, takes the snap, hits it, receiver in the flat, that's number 10, Jang, and he picks up a 1st down. Jang showing that he's a good possession receiver in traffic. 1st down Westwood at their own 36. Quickly on the line of scrimmage are the Warriors. Shotgun formation, Anderson the running back, 3 receivers. Bottom of the formation, Martinez takes the snap. Pass is tipped up in the air at the line of scrimmage, intended for Jang, and the Lions almost got an interception there.
Yeah, they knew exactly who that was going to.
Yeah, they're going to have to watch Jang. 50 seconds left here in the first period. It's now 2nd down and 10 yards to go for the Westwood Warriors from their own 36. Nate Anderson, the running back, along with R.J. Martinez, the quarterback for the Warriors. They have 3 receivers here to the bottom of the formation, 1 to the top. Martinez looks over the defense, barks his cadence, takes the snap, looks to throw. He's got a lot of time, tucks it, runs up, and then he flips it, hits a receiver open in the flat, that's DeBerry, and he's ran out of bounds in line territory around the 28 by Ray Egglesey. And so it'll be 1st and 10 Westwood in line territory they're going to mark it at the 30. 39 seconds left here in the first period. Warriors on the line of scrimmage, empty set. 3 receivers to the top of the formation for Martinez, 2 to the bottom. He takes the snap, drops straight back, looking to the right, going to the right corner as a receiver in the corner, number 11, incomplete. Oliver Hughes, it's too long. That'll stop the clock with 33 seconds, 2nd and 10. And that'll slow up the Westwood pace momentarily as, of course, the receivers that run 35, 40 yards down the field have to turn around and run all the way back. 2nd and 10 for the Warriors. Anderson, the running back. We got 3 receivers here at the bottom of the formation, 1 at the top, but it may not be the formation that they run, and it does look like they're going to keep those 3 receivers tight at the bottom here, and they send Anderson in motion. to that same side. Martinez looking to his left to the single receiver, no one there. Rolls back to the right, throws deep down the right corner, incomplete, intended for and it actually hit him in the hands, but unable to come up with it.
Yeah, that was a great pass by Martinez. And number 11 almost caught that ball. That was the sixth pass of this drive already, so they're going for broke, trying to get this next 6 points on the board.
Well, they know that the Lion offense is going to move the ball, but it's going to move the ball kind of methodically, and so that you try to build a lead against a team like Leander and take the wind out of their sails. And they have an opportunity here with 24 seconds. 3rd and 10, Martinez with Anderson in the backfield, 3 receivers, bottom of the formation, and we have a quick flag. False start against Westwood. That'll make it 3rd and 15 from the 35. And so the Lions not committing a penalty. This time it's the Warriors.
Yeah, and while we're talking about this Warrior team, they've had some ups and downs along the past few years under Coach Wood, and they're looking to get back in the fight and challenge with Martinez coming into his senior year next year.
Martinez takes the snap here on 3rd and 15, drops back more, flushed forward. He's scrambling around, ball loose. He's up at the 30, he cuts in. He's going to take it to the house. He saw a lane on the left side and was able to take advantage of the Lions in space and score a touchdown with 8 seconds left. And it's now 13-0. The Warriors will line up the point after touchdown here shortly.
Yeah, he was kind of flushed out to his right and then just cut across and all the way down, and his speed, it just, you see a difference out there when he was running on the field.
Yeah, the way he carries that football, though, the Lions need to look at that throughout this game, see if they can get it out of his hand, because he had it way out there like a loaf of bread. And so it is now 14-0. We'll take a quick break here on SHN Sports. Lion football will be right back.
A big thank you goes out from the Leander Lions Football Booster Club to our 2 great platinum sponsors for their support of Leander Lions football this season. First, 9 Round Fitness, located at 2906 South Baghdad Road, right across the street from Leander High School. Call 9 Round at 512-843-3925. 9 Round, where your first 30-minute full-body workout is free. Look for them on Facebook. That's 9 Round. And Good Flow Plumbing. Call them at 512-501-2051 or find them online at goodflowplumbing.com. Good Flow Plumbing, backed by more than 50 years of industry experience in Austin, Good Flow Plumbing provides honest, knowledgeable plumbing service. The kind of service you can trust. Good Flow Plumbing, license M-37868. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
Back to Kelly Reeves as we get ready for the Westwood kickoff. We also want to shout out one of our other sponsors, James Henderson of U.S. Mortgage of Texas. He's another platinum sponsor for the Lions. Thanks a lot, James. Kickoff is deep, and it's going to go in and out of the end zone, and so the Lions will have it at the 25-yard line here in their 3rd possession.
Hey, let me give a scoring update here real quick if I can get in here. We have Vista Ridge 14, Hendrickson 13. That's in the second quarter. Cedar Ridge is all over Round Rock 24-7 in the second quarter.
Wow.
And we also had earlier today the final carryover from last night. McNeil 38, Stony Point 28.
It's a tough district. Doesn't matter who's playing who. Anything can happen here. And the Lions down to Westwood here 14-0, but the way this game has gone, you can't even really count out the Lions, even though they're down 2 scores here.
Yeah, right now they're trying to get this drive going. They got 74 yards versus 192 against Westwood right now.
Well, on the first down, Landry takes the snap, hands to Dotson. He carries it on the right side to the 30, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. We'll take a quick break as they flip sides, and we'll be right back for second down of the Lions' 3rd drive. Stay with us.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to thank the following local businesses for their support of Leander Lions football this season. At the bronze level, Buttercup Dental, 512-335-8121. HEB Plus at 651 North U.S. Highway 183 in Leander. Tillman Physical Therapy at 512-331-6200. Bill Miller's Barbecue at 1651 West Whitestone Boulevard. And Pendleton Orthodontics at 512-355-7727. At the Silver Level, Wingstop, located at 401 West Whitestone Boulevard in Cedar Park. Order online at wingstop.com. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves here in Round Rock, Texas. A beautiful cold night here in Round Rock. It is a clear evening. There is a significant wind in the Lions to open the second quarter here on 2nd down and 5 from their own 30. Will finally have the wind at their back. And so we'll see if they're able to do anything and if that wind prevents Westwood from flinging it around like they did in the first half. Pistol formation for the Lions. Landry, the quarterback, Dotson, the running back behind him, has 2 receivers to the left of the formation. They hand to Dotson, and he's met in the backfield, but he's able to kind of ooch his way and stretch his jersey up for a gain of about a yard, maybe a yard and a half. It's going to be 3rd down now and about 4 yards. Look at 4 yards for the first down.
Yeah, and this Leander offense has been continuing to try to find some type of consistency. They've had a lot of injuries throughout the weeks, along with first year of coaching staff, and of course you always have the round robin of players coming in yearly, trying to find some consistency on this team though, and today you just got to open it up.
3rd and 4. Snap. Landry takes it, hands to Dotson. He finds a crease, meets somebody at the second level, runs them over, and picks up the first down at the 37-yard line. And so the Lions, in their own tempo manner, huddle up.
Yeah. Slow it down, huddle up.
Yeah.
Keep running, Dotson. Right now it's working. Keep doing that. It's obviously there's a little
well, you keep
chink
the
of
ball
armor
from that offense, and they can't score without it. Pistol formation for the Lions. Dotson just to the left of Landry, the quarterback. 2 receivers, top of the formation, 1 at the bottom. They hand to Dotson. He cuts up over center and picks up about a yard. Maybe not even that much, because the side judge looks like they just put him right back at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Yeah, it looked like he might have picked up a yard. It was tough to tell where his knee went down, but he did kind of trip on the turf there. So 2nd and 10 for Leander. 10-18 and counting here in the second period. It's 14-0. Warriors on top. Pistol formation. Dotson, the running back. They send him out of the formation, so Landry alone in the backfield. Takes the snap. Has 4 receivers at the top of the formation, and they try to hit. Looks like that is
De La
Riva, number 10. I thought it was an 18 for a second. I'm like, is Gaiman out there playing receiver now?
He could.
Well, I didn't say he could or couldn't, but I don't think he chooses not to. 3rd down and 10 with 10 minutes on the clock here in the second period. Lions trail 14-0.
Yeah, a little bit of rest on Landry. He was out last week, didn't play, and then he's had a couple of these quick passes out to the side, and he's throwing 3 or 4 yards over the receiver.
Lions are going to bump up against that play clock if they don't hustle up. 3 seconds left. Landry gets it off, drops straight back, tucks it, runs ahead straight, and slides down. Doesn't want to take a shot, and they're going to put him at the 39, so now it's 4th and about 8, and the Lions will send out the punting unit. Landry had taken a big hit a couple of weeks ago, and that's why he missed the last game, and so obviously not looking to miss the rest of the season here. So we're going to have a punt formation. Gaiman, the punter, the up back, Loof, back deep to receive for the Warriors is, looks like it's going to be Jang. Gaiman's punt is almost blocked. Takes a line bounce and rolls inside the 10. It's going to die on its own at the 6. And Egglesey down it there. We'll take another quick break. 9:09 left. We'll be right back.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family.
Looks like Westwood coming from the sideline quickly into formation here, trying to catch the Lions napping on first down and 10 here from their own 6. Martinez takes the snap, and they hit a receiver on the hashes, and he's able to run up the middle of the field over the 25 to the 29, and that's going to be number 11, U on the reception. Tackle made by Andrew Burt of the Lions, first and 10 from the 30. The clock is counting at 8:55 here in the second period. Martinez brings Anderson in motion. They fake to him. Martinez gets pressure from Wakama, and he tries to, that should be a grounding penalty. He was not out of the pocket. He tried to flip it out. It looks like they're just going to call it incomplete. The coaches need to be out on the field.
Yeah, they're protesting over there.
It did not reach the line of scrimmage, and it looks like they are going to put it at the mark. Coach Price is out on the field yelling at the white hat, but to no avail. Just a terrible no call there by this crew. Second down and 10, 8:42. I'd almost burn a timeout and have a conversation about it. We use them pretty liberally. So Martinez flips it in the flat, and there defensively for the Lions is Burt. Check that. That's going to be Lucas Flores on the stop.
Yeah, outstanding play by Flores, getting off that block and getting around and making that tackle. Outstanding.
So it's going to be a third down now for the Warriors. This should be fourth down because they should have got a grounding penalty moments ago, but they're going to get us another opportunity here. Anderson, the running back, in the backfield with R.J. Martinez, the quarterback. Shotgun formation, 3 receivers here at the bottom. Martinez drops straight back, looking to those 3 receivers, and hits Robbie Jering over the middle for a first down. Yeah, carries it into line territory to the 49.
They've got to find a way to cover number 10, Jing. He has just been all over the place.
And they also need to get some pressure on Martinez. But here we are. Because of the poor non-call by the crew, the Lions have Westwood in their end of the field now, first and 10. That should have been a punt.
Should have been a punt, but, as they say, the game goes on.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Shotgun formation for the Warriors. Martinez, the quarterback. Anderson, the running back. 3 receivers to the right, send Jang in motion. Martinez looking towards Jang, throws it to Anderson in the flat, and he's wrapped up by McDaniel and Evan Smith at the 46 of Leander for a gain of 3. Second down. 7:03 and counting here in the first half. And so the Warriors not really bothered by that headwind as they aren't throwing as many deep balls, but they're still flinging it around. Second down for Martinez. Anderson is his running back. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. They send Anderson out to the top. Martinez drops straight back, looking to his left, is pressured by Loof, rolls out, flips back to the right and hits Anderson, but he drops it. There defensively for the Lions was Lucas Flores, and so it'll be third down and 6 now. Make it third and 7 rather, with 6:34 left in the first half for the Warriors. And they look to the sideline, they slow their tempo down a little bit.
Yeah, Anderson was wide open, and Flores tried to close in on him, but just wasn't there with enough urgency. But he did miss the ball, so that helped out.
Shotgun formation for Martinez has Anderson, the running back, 3 receivers to the top of the formation, 1 here at the bottom. Martinez takes the snap, drops straight back, and hits a receiver, Jang, open over the middle, and he gets a first down inside the 35 to the 32. Evan Smith on the tackle for Leander. 6:22 and counting.
Yeah, they're killing them with those passes down the middle 10 to 15 yards. They're setting up behind the linebackers in front of the safeties, and they're just eating them up with that. They got to make some adjustments.
Yeah, they're finding the weak spot in the zone, and that's how you beat a zone. You got to pressure a quarterback if you're going to run the zone, and the Lions haven't done that tonight. Martinez drops straight back, hits Anderson in the flat. He's got it at the 30, 25, 20. Cuts inside at the 20, down to about the 14. Tackled by Flores there. It'll be 1st and 10 for who are we playing? Westwood.
Yeah, and that was the 15th pass in a row there that Martinez has thrown here in this Westwood offense, and I believe that was the 8th of this drive.
And that is the way they run the ball. Short passes. Shotgun formation. Anderson, the running back for Martinez. They bring Jang in motion. There's the snap. Martinez rolls to his left. Looks like he's going to run. Backs up again like he's going to throw, then runs again. It forced out of bounds by Loof at the 9. Shy of the first down. They need to get to the 5. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and that's one thing, we saw the legs on Martinez to score that touchdown earlier, but you really don't see him leave the backfield very much as he depends on his arm. And,
well, you can see even when he's thinking about running, he's looking downfield. He started to run, then he backed up like he was going to throw, and then he ran again. 2nd down for the Warriors.
But
Anderson, the running back.
As you mentioned, the way he runs that ball, we can capitalize on. You
got to strip it first. They hand to Anderson straight ahead. He's hit by a line. I'm not sure who that was. Looks like that was Egglesey. He spins out of that one down to about the 3. The linebackers need to make more of those stops there. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 3 for the Warriors. They're up 14-0 with 5:14 remaining here in the first half. Martinez with Anderson in the backfield. There's the snap. They hand to Anderson, and he carries the pile as stopped shy of the goal line. There is McDaniel along with Egglesey and Loof. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal from the 1-inch line. Same formation for the Warriors. Martinez and Anderson in the backfield. There's the snap. They hand to Anderson, and he's in for the score. And so now it is 20-0 with 4:37 remaining here in the half, and the point after. Touchdown coming up here shortly. Coming in to kick that point after is West Bevins. That sounds like a town. West Bevins.
Yeah, have you been there?
No. And Bevins' kick is up and good. It is 21-0 with 4:37 remaining. We'll take a quick break and be right back on Lion football here on SHN Sports. Stay tuned.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family, John and Denise Christensen, Louie and Ray Egglesey, Russ and Kathy Gaiman, Jason and Gina Gordon, Katie and Justin Hanner, Rich and Patricia Hensley, Kyle and Maria Kennedy, Earl and Janice Lott, Gary and Ann McDaniel, Mike and Sandy Slater, Roger and Laura Smith, and Darren and Jessica Webster. Again, thank you so much for sponsoring Leander Lions football this season. And go Lions!
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves, where the Lions trail the Warriors by a score of 21-0. West Bevins, not the town, the kicker, is going to be kicking off here for the Warriors. Back deep to receive for Leander. We have Egglesey, and it looks like it's going to be a short kick. And Lions almost mishandle it, but Xavier Terry able to alertly get on it. And so Leander will have the ball right where they would have if it went out of the back of the end zone on a touchback, and that, of course, the 25. And they quickly start that play clock. It's already at 25 seconds. I don't even think that they waited more than a second after the end of the kickoff. So the Lions will come out with 20 seconds on the play clock in formation here. Shotgun with Dotson, the running back, behind Landry. 3 receivers to the top of the formation. They're going to run that side with Dotson, and he finds his crease. He's in the secondary up over the 40 to the 43 for a first down, Leander. Keep feeding the beast.
Keep feeding the beast, man. He is the producer of this offense. Plain and simple. He's pretty much scored almost all the touchdowns in all 3 facets of this.
If you're scouting the Leander lines, you're worried about number 21 when you.
And they do. And they scout him and they call his number, but he steals 3-4 yards at a clip.
4-12 and counting here, shotgun formation. They put Dotson in a slot, but they hit De La Riva on a quick out over midfield. He carries it near a first down to the 47 of the Warriors, where they stop him. It'll be 2nd and 1.
Yeah, and I mentioned earlier, De La Riva is going to,
coming on strong.
He's coming on strong. He's very sure-handed. He runs clean routes. And then, he might even produce something after the catch.
He's that possession guy that we've been needing. He's got another year of eligibility as well, as he's only a junior. Shotgun formation here on 2nd and 1. Tight with the receivers. Landry takes the snap, drops straight back. Over the middle, it hits number 26 with a completion. That's Joseph Choso.
There's a flag. Look like we might have
roughing the passer afterwards as Landry picks himself up off the carpet. That'll tack on 15 if it's the case. Let's see here what the call is. Ball right now sitting at the 36, and they are going to mark it off, and that'll move it down to the 20.
Yeah, he got rid of that ball, and just after that, I think he had number 13 all in his face.
So it'll put the ball in the 21 for Leander with 3:22, and this is their second. Well, this is their deepest penetration. They had on their opening drive, they had a touchdown call back for interference, but that was from about 30 yards out. So 3:13 and counting, 21-0. Lions have it 1st and 10 on the 20. Landry with Evan Smith, the running back. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Dotson in the slot on the left. They hand to Smith straight ahead, and he loses the ball. Recovered by the Warriors. And just like that, the Lions have their momentum taken away from them with 2:55 left in the half. It'll be Warrior football. And so the defense will come out now for the Lions. It's tough for a linebacker to come in and start carrying the football. I didn't see what happened on the exchange, but you gotta possess that football like it's a baby, like it's precious to you.
Yeah, definitely. And that was a heads-up play by Burkowski, defensive end there for Westwood to jump on that ball. Right place, right time.
So the Warriors come out in an empty set. Martinez has 3 receivers to the top, 2 to the bottom of the formation. He takes a snap, drops straight back. There's a little bit of pressure, flushed forward. He flips it out to Anderson in the flat as the defender covering Anderson came in to try to get Martinez, but the pass too low, incomplete, 2nd down, 2:48 left in the half.
Yeah, I think those low passes have been benefiting Leander by all means, because there's been a lot of receivers that have opened and at least had enough room to make the catches. And
well, you got to give credit to the pressure there too, because they're forcing bad throws from an otherwise good quarterback.
Absolutely, and that's where it starts for sure.
2:48 here, 2nd down and 10 for the Warriors, and the empty set again. 3 receivers to the short side of the field here on the bottom, and 2 to the top wide side. Martinez takes the snap, drops straight back, has plenty of time, throws it down the left sideline. Pass intended for DeBerry, but way, way beyond where DeBerry was. Miscommunication, looks like.
Yeah, he was trying to protest some sort of hold or something, but
he cut his route off. Is what it looked like to me.
Yeah, but when the ball is thrown like that, uncatchable, they don't really look too hard at it, especially at this level.
Yeah, you'd have to flat out be tackled.
And Westwood right now, they've had 12 rushing attempts, 24 passing attempts for a total of 286 yards, coming into this drive.
That's what we expected from him. We just hope to match him. 242. Martinez takes the snap, rolls to his right, throws on the right sideline, complete. Incomplete, almost complete for a first down, but he's unable to hang on to it. It'll be 4th down now, and the Warriors will punt. And this will be their first punt.
Yeah, and the 12 rushes that I spoke of a minute ago, that was pretty much the majority of those were on one drive where Anderson ran the ball all the way down the field 3, 4, 5 yards at a clip.
Xavier Terry coming in to receive the punt from the Warriors.
He's dangerous back there.
He's looks like he's setting up right around the Lion 45. There's the snap. Jang, the punter, is able to get his foot into it, and Terry fields it on the second hop at the 40, carries it up to midfield where he's forced out of bounds there. The Lions will have it 1st and 10 at the equator.
Love it or hate it, Xavier Terry will take risk when he gets his hands on the ball. He may be in the end zone. He may be on the 1-yard line. If he feels it, he's running it.
Yeah, that was actually a smart choice right there. Punt was into the wind. It took a nice candy hop for him. He was able to pick it up and pick up about 10 yards.
That's the problem. You got to worry about the way that ball hops, and it hopped nicely right into his hand. So 1st and 10 for Leander.
Yeah, you look smart when that happens.
Yeah. Come out in formation. Evan Smith, the running back, with Landry, and out wide to the right alone is Dotson. Landry takes the snap. He's looking at Dotson, throws it down that way.
There it is.
Dotson gets a completion at the 18. He's at the 10. He's tripped up at the 3-yard line, and it'll be Leander football, 1st and goal from the 2.
Yeah. Ball came loose as he made contact with the ground.
Yeah.
And
you see Dotson, why he's such a weapon for the Lions. You can even move him out to a wide receiver, and he'll make a big play for you there. 1st and goal, and this here, the Lions could have got a touchdown on that last drive. They're going in down just to score potentially if they get one here. But again, woulda, coulda, shoulda. 1st and goal for Leander from the 3.
I think you give it to number 21 and let him finish the job.
I think so too. Pistol formation, 3 receivers to the right. Dotson, the running back. Landry takes the snap, hands to Dotson, goes straight ahead, gets about a yard to the 2. So it'll be 2nd and goal. There's 1:56 and counting.
These are the days where you miss the fullback.
That is true, and this is the time where you kind of like to be under center a little easier than most teams are able to. Although Leander's not afraid to get under center, they don't do it often like most high school teams. So about 1.5 minutes and counting here. The Lions in the huddle. About 10 seconds on the play clock.
And you can see the way that on that last play where Round Rock kind of Westwood kind of disguises that weak side of the field.
Landry takes the snap. He falls the block by Dotson.
He's got it.
He hit the cone. Let's see what they're going to call him out at the 1-inch line.
Not so sure about that call. I'd see it on the replay here.
When your football touches the inside of the cone, that's generally it breaks the plane. And there's the replay there on the board. And we'll see here. Landry cuts up.
Oh, he stepped out of bounds.
That could have been further back. They give him the ball on the 1.
That may be a good spot there.
3rd down and goal here for the Lions. 49 seconds. They do have a timeout.
Well, they've got 2 tries here to make it into the end zone.
Pistol formation. Dotson, the running back, behind Landry. There's the snap. They hand to Dotson straight ahead. He tries to find his way forward, unable to do so. And they're going to put him down at the 2, and the Lions are going to have to burn a timeout here and go for it here on 4th down. They'll probably let most of this clock run down before they call that timeout, though.
Yeah, when you see that run, and we'll watch it here on the replay, you got to get that pad level down a little bit more and hit that hole.
So the Lions call a timeout with 11 seconds. We'll stay here.
Yeah, while we're here talking a little bit before we go on halftime, I just wanted to mention Kelly Reeves again because, this guy was a big part of the Round Rock ISD athletics. He coached, as I mentioned, for 8 or 9 years at Westwood, and went on to be the athletic director for the Round Rock ISD and served there, I believe, until 2005. Was there from 89 to 05, and so big part of this Round Rock athletic system. Of course, that's why his name is on the palace as you see it out here. And he passed away in 2009 from cancer. As I mentioned, I got to meet him as a youngster. My brother was coached by him. Of course, he was replaced by Coach Ald in '89 to go on to do the athletic directing position there for Round Rock. But outstanding guy. Just wanted to take a moment to mention him because this is his 10th year memorial after his passing.
So the Lions come out of timeout, 4th down with 11 seconds here, 4th and goal.
Timeout.
And then Westwood comes running out to call a timeout. Coach Wood practically knocking the white hat down to run out onto the field to get that timeout called. And so we'll continue to stay here as looked like Westwood kind of wanted to see what Leander was going to come out in. This is a big play here because if the Lions get a touchdown here, they're only down 2 scores. You got to kick the ball off to Westwood to open the second half. You'd much rather be down 2 scores and get a stop than 3 and get a stop in the to open the second half, hopefully.
Yeah, and Leander has pretty much gone into most half times with at least 7 points on the board, and this is probably their best opportunity here to even up this score, at 21 coming out of halftime if they play their cards right. So, Westwood's pretty much been one-dimensional because they've made themselves that, really.
That's their offense, and you know what? The Lions have only had a couple of times where they were able to stop it. So here we go. 21-0 is the score. 11 seconds remaining here in the first half. 4th and goal for the Lions.
Big
pistol formation. Landry, the quarterback. Dotson, the running back, behind him. There's the snap. They hand to Dotson going to the left. He's going to race for the kick.
He's in.
And he's got it. And the Lions get on the board with 6 seconds left here in the first half. It's now 21-6.
And who scored that again?
That'd be
Xavier Dotson. Yeah.
And so
that's what he does.
With 6 seconds remaining, the point after attempt coming up.
Yeah, Westwood had a lot of pressure coming off that right defensive side, but Dotson able to get around that corner and show his speed. He was running scared on that one, saying, I'm getting in the end zone, and he did.
Snap, hold, and the kick from Gaiman is up, and it's good. It's 21-7 here with 6 seconds left here. And I think Coach Price probably wanted to burn off all of the seconds, but you know what? He just needed to get over there and get a play.
He's probably ready to burn off some steam, if you had to guess, with all the bad calls that we saw there in that first half that directly affected the score of this game.
So before halftime, we got about 6 seconds left. When we came in before tonight's games, Vandergrift was 6-0. Round Rock and Stony Point were 4-1. Vista was 4-2. Cedar Ridge and Westwood were both 2-3. Hendrickson and McNeil 1-4, and Leander was still winless. But after last game and tonight's game, McNeil, came up 38-28 over Stony Point, so they drop one. You also have Cedar Ridge up big on Round Rock right now, 38-21, so that's another loss up at the top. And then you have Vista leading Hendrickson 28-13, so may have some shakeup in this 6A District 13 standings by tomorrow.
Well, back deep to receive this kickoff, Nate Anderson and Jang, the kicker, of course, for the Lions, Eli Gaiman.
You got to give it up to Jing number 10. He's a baller. What doesn't he do with this Westwood team?
He's obviously got a little bit of speed, and he's a good possession guy. Not afraid to catch the ball in traffic.
Kicks the ball?
Yeah, the Lions, Gaiman's football falls off the tee. If that happens the second time, they got to put a holder there. So we'll see as he gets it set back up, and we get ready to kick here. There's the referee whistle. Gaiman toe to leather. and the football is out of the back of the end zone. Jang lets it bounce there, and the Warriors will have it 1st and 10 from the 25 with 6 seconds here. And, of course, Lions going to get in a prevent. Their secondary is going to be at midfield here, maybe even beyond from what it looks like, because, Westwood's looking at 1, maybe 2 plays here.
Yeah, and as we're sitting here waiting for this to happen, give you a little update on the Astros sitting at 2-0. Looks like it's the top of the third. Got a guy, or bottom of the third rather. Got a guy on 1st and 2nd for Washington with 2 outs and a full count, sitting at 3-2 right now. And Soto is up for bat.
So Martinez and the Warrior offense come out, shotgun formation. Anderson, the running back. They have 3 receivers tight to the right of the formation and a single receiver here tight to the bottom. Martinez has his hands in the air like what to his coach. 8 seconds on the play clock. Martinez takes the snap, looks to throw, nothing there, moves to his right. He's going to run the ball, looking to try to carry it to the house, and he's dancing around at the 40, and the Lions are finally able to wrap him up right around the 48. And that'll be the half. Westwood on top, 21-7. Make sure you stay tuned to Lion Football. Do we have any updates before we go off the air for the half?
Let's see.
Astro score, what's that?
Now we've got bases loaded, 2 outs. Looks like Soto managed to get on base. So right now Houston's sitting 2-0 at the bottom of the third.
All right.
And we are good.
We'll be back at the end of the half. Stay tuned.
And Kaylee Starr. Congratulations to the Blue Bell of the Week, head manager and senior Caitlin Wheeler. Tonight the Blue Bells are performing with the amazing Leander High School marching band to Wake Me Up, choreographed by our captain, senior Madeline Vera. Ladies and gentlemen, the Leander High School Bluebells. The Bluebells would like to thank their sponsors, Generations Dance, Blue Dancing Fitness, Ryan Anthony's, Storage Direct, Pflugerville Family Dentistry, Greenwood Electric, and Texas Spine and Injury Center.
Ladies and gentlemen, Westwood High School is proud to present a special mixed performance. Tonight, Warrior Pride, the Westwood Warrior Band, and our Warriors are working Westwood Sun Dancers. The 2019-2020 Sun Dancer line officers are Lieutenant Joseph Harris, Lieutenant Ashley Zhang, Lieutenant David Weaver, Lieutenant Rick Weatherby, and the Sun Dancer Major Ella Parker. The Sun Dancers Mistress is Vivian Lang, Kelsey Dudley, Sarah Lang, Joyce Schmidt, and Susan Catalina Maxson. The Sun Dancer managers are Melinda Barrett, Antika Hargrove, Renee Curian, Andrew Adams, and Kelly Robertson. The Sun Dancer of the Week is Ava Fahrenholtz, and the Sunshine Award goes to Grace Long. Sundancer. The Westwood Band would like to remind you to stay after the game so you can see their award-winning show, Believe.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2019 Westwood Homecoming Halftime Presentation. Westwood Student Council would like to thank HEB for their generous choir donations for tonight's event. Student Council would also like to thank the Westwood Band and AFJROTC for the help with the Homecoming Pep Rally and tonight's presentation for the Homecoming Court. We would also like to thank all our campus principals for their help this week. Abby Cook, escorted by her parents, William Cook and Eileen Costin. Abby is a member of CROWS, National Honor Society, and Pace Setters. One of her hobbies is hanging out with her dogs. If she could travel anywhere in the world, it would be to Africa to see all its animals. The person Abby admires most is her father, because he is always helping others and giving back. Her favorite song is Do What I Want by Lil Uzi Vert. This is Abby Cook. Christian Allen, escorted by his parents, Paul and Jennifer Allen. Christian is involved in the life and life team. Some of Christian's hobbies are working out, playing basketball, and cooking at home. He wants to travel to China to walk the Great Wall of China. The person Christian admires most is his mom, because she is the reason he does everything he does. The song that describes him is Chicken Fried by Zach Brown Band. This is Christian Allen. Hannah Olsen, escorted by her parents Craig and Dee Dee Olsen. Hannah is a member of the Youth Progressive Council. It is a counselor at Austin Sunshine Camps. She enjoys hiking and watching movies and wants to be a traveling accountant. If she could travel anywhere, Alana would go to Jamaica because it's peaceful and beautiful. The person she admires most is Hosanna Wong because she advocates for women. A song that describes her is Try by Kobe Collier because it reminds her to be herself. This is Alana Olsen. Rafa Martinez, escorted by Sailor Live and Lady McFadden. Rafa is part of the Dotson Club, Drama Club, Spring Club, Musical Theater, and Color Guard. Rafa's hobbies include dancing, acting, and playing video games. He admires his grandmother because she's always there for him. One of the things that Norfolk can't live without is his color guard family. The song that describes him is I Want to Dance with Somebody by Whitney Houston. This is Marco Martinez. Escorted by her parents, Mariana, Paul, and Alex Rush. Rachel is the co-president of Westwood Choir, a member of theater, musical theater, drama club, Vivacity Club, and an active member of her church. If she could travel anywhere, it would be Greece because her family is there, and it's the most beautiful place in the world. The person she admires most is her mother, because she is the kindest, funniest, strongest person she knows. Her favorite song is Thank You for the Music by ABBA. This is Rachel Rush. Andrew Stevens, escorted by his parents, Kelly and Jeff Stevens. Andrew is a member of band, choir, the Junior Classical League, and is an Eagle Scout. He enjoys playing the piano, singing, and eating at Terry's with his friends. Andrew wants to get his MBA in the future and live a family. He wants to travel to Europe because it's so interesting. The song that describes him is Imagine by John Lennon. This is Andrew Stevens. Taylor Sandlin, escorted by Philip, Whitney, and Morgan Sandlin. Taylor has been a member of Cheer and AFJROTC for 4 years and is currently the group vice commander for AFJROTC. He enjoys piano, modeling, dancing, and singing. In the future, Taylor wants to own a ranch and travel the world. The person she admires most is her father because of his unconditional love for his family. The song that describes her is the Pitch Perfect soundtrack from the movie Pitch Perfect. This is Taylor Sandlin. Tyson Giles, escorted by Cheryl Grasham. Tyson's hobbies are watching YouTube, going to the lake with friends, and playing with his dog, Lulu. Tyson's goal is to go to UT and study business. His dream is to travel to Scranton, Pennsylvania to drive shrimp. The person he most admires is his mother because she works hard, is very intelligent, and always has his back. The song that describes him, Daddy by Blueface. This is Tyson Giles. Sarah Sayar is escorted by her parents, Bijan and Samantha Sayar. Sarah is the senior class vice president and is also involved in PROS, National Honor Society, and National Spanish Honor Society. Her hobbies are playing piano, volunteering, and spending time with friends and family. She wants to become a lawyer and fight against social injustice. The person she admires most is her mother, since she is gracious, kind-hearted, and beautiful inside and out. The song that describes her is Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. This is Sarah Sayar. William Rumage, escorted by his mother, Andrea Shaw. William is involved in soccer, real life, tours, and National Honor Society. His future goals include going to college, becoming a lawyer, and going into politics. The person he admires most is his mom because she's the best person he knows and is always there for him. One thing William can't live without is his dog, Petey. The song that describes him is Winning Streak by Shabuzi. This is William Rumage. Ashley Zane, escorted by Tom, John, and Billy Zane. Ashley is a sun dancer, the Lieutenant Honor Society Public Relations Officer, and the host event coordinator. If she could travel anywhere in the world, it would be Venice, Italy, because it's beautiful and Spider-Man Far From Home is filmed there. The person Ashley admires most is her sister because she never backs down for anything. The song that describes her is Bubbly by Colby Collier. This is Ashley Zane. Brandon Quinn, escorted by his mom, Dawn Hong-Goon. Brandon is the senior class president, orchestra vice president, the W Council co-president, hosted treasurer, and is a member of the National Honor Society. Round Rock ISD Student Advisory Board, IB, and U Alpha Theta. Brandon's goal includes becoming a sports doctor and traveling the world to help others in need. The people Brandon admire most are his parents because they teach him how to live a Christ-centered life. The song that describes Brandon is Jackie Chan by Tito and Jackie Chan. This is Brandon Quinn. And now, to crown your winners are the 2017 Homecoming King and Queen James Yang and Hansi Nathan. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Homecoming King is Brandon Quinn. And your 2019 Homecoming Queen is Ashley Zane. Congratulations to our King and Queen, and thank you for your attention during our halftime presentation. And go Wood!
Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to thank the following local businesses for their support of Leander Lions football this season. At the bronze level, Buttercup Dental, 512-335-8121. HEB Plus at 651 North U.S. Highway 183 in Leander. Tillman Physical Therapy at 512-331-6200. Bill Miller's Barbecue at 1651 West Whitestone Boulevard. And Pendleton Orthodontics at 512-355-7727. At the silver level, Wingstop, located at 401 West Whitestone Boulevard in Cedar Park. Order online at wingstop.com. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
Welcome to the Lion Nation Podcast, brought to you by SHN Sports. Tonight's commentators are Chuck Crazy, Mark Sickles, and Gary Gutierrez.
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex here in Round Rock, Texas, where the Westwood Warriors lead your Leander Lions by a score of 21-7. The Lions in their tunnel getting ready to come out. Westwood Warriors going to come out of their tunnel here momentarily. The Warriors had their homecoming ceremony here at halftime. Of course, crowned the king and the queen. Looks like their theme is Christmas. If you look at the student section, I see more Santa hats than I like to see this time of year.
It's kind of weird.
And so Christmas in October, I suppose.
Yeah, and all those Christmas Hallmark TV shows started today. I heard that from my wife as well. So that was on loud and proud in my house apparently today. Good thing I wasn't there.
Yeah, one of the worst things you can watch on TV, in my opinion. So.
And I want to thank the community for not being in the uproar for the Westwood Warriors running out of a teepee.
Well, it may be only a matter of time.
Maybe I just opened the bag.
Before that mascot gets changed to a more politically correct.
I'll definitely stand in protest of that.
Well, it's one of those things.
You're proud to be a Warrior when you're a Westwood Warrior.
Well, and a Warrior, to me, is not, that can be any type of Warrior. They just happen to choose the Native American variety for their mascot, etc. So, again, I don't think it's a big deal. I think a lot of people get worked up over nothing, but that's just an opinion. So we're getting ready to start here second half. The Warriors are coming out of their tunnel now. Lions had already done so.
Yeah, it looks like we have our second day of fall so far.
Well, and as we mentioned, at the end of the first half, the winds picked up, it looks like. As you can see, the Westwood flags are having a hard time just running with those flags. But, again, it's blowing north to south. But as we mentioned in the first half, the end of the first half, the Warriors are going to be getting the ball here to open the second half. And so the Lions are going to need to come up with some kind of defensive stand here as they went into the half with a little bit of momentum. Opened the game with momentum, had a interference call at the end of the first drive that would have been a touchdown to Xavier Dotson. It got called back due to interference, and then a couple of other pre-snap fouls, and the Lions found themselves out of field goal range, got back into Westwood territory a couple times, couldn't capitalize, were able to do so on the last drive of the half.
Yeah, we had a turnover there for the defensive end recovered for Westwood that killed the drive.
That's right. It could have been. It could be 21-21 if things worked out the way that the Lions wanted them to.
Yeah, and right now, Leander needs to go and give it their all here on defense. And as you mentioned, a quick score here for Leander would definitely change this game and put momentum back in their swing.
You got to be careful who you kick it to here if you're Eli Gaiman back deep. Nate Anderson and the probably the MVP other than Martinez for the Warriors in the first half, Robbie Jang, back to receive this kick from Gaiman. And they're up tight with the wind and Gaiman kicking into the wind. Jang and Anderson are trying to receive this kick at the 22. So the wind picked up significantly since kickoff. And the ball blows off the tee, of course, because of the wind.
Yeah, it's blown off once pre-set up there.
They're going to go on ahead and bring a holder in because, it's that windy.
Yeah, they're going to
You can see the goalpost shake from the wind.
They're going to bring Andrew Burt over to hold the ball for Leander.
He'll, of course, have to loop out wide as he's the gunner on the far right side, typically in the formation. So he'll hold. Gaiman, hand up, starts his motion, toe to leather, and it's over Jang's head, and it's going to roll inside the end zone where Jang will kneel it, and it'll be Westwood ball in the 25. And you like that. They thought they were going to get a return with the wind, but they underestimated the leg strength of Eli Gaiman as he's able to kick it in the air down to about the 10, and it rolls into the end zone.
Yeah, wind chill is down to 41.
What's the gusts?
It says 15, so it's actually picked up a little bit.
Yeah, I think it's probably more than that even, but, maybe the app's a little behind. 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Martinez comes out with Anderson in the backfield. 3 receivers to the bottom of the formation, just a tight end at the top. Anderson takes the handoff from Martinez, and he's got it straight ahead. Moves to his right over the 35 to pick up a first down. Dimitri Drayton on the tackle for the Lions. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Warriors. They have it at their own 36. Anderson, the running back, in the backfield with Martinez. 3 receivers to the top of the formation, and we have a timeout, or an injury. A timeout on the field due to injury, and we'll just stay here for the moment as the training staff attends to the injured Lion player. We spoke to one of the training staff at the podcast on Monday, Coach Henderson. She was a lot of fun. I would have liked to have spent more time talking to her, but we spent too much time talking to Coach Hop first. And we also had a couple of students that we were going to talk to. We got a chance for one more podcast on Monday. Hopefully, if we get that laptop working right, we'll go through with that and try to close out the season on a high note, podcast-wise, heading into Vandegrift.
Coach Hop used to be a quarterback here.
Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about his time at Leander.
He was a baller.
1st and 10. He's up here in the press box. We see him. He's over there with the coaches. Martinez takes the snap, hands to Anderson straight ahead. He follows his guard, and he's got open space. He cuts across the field at midfield and into Lion territory before he's dragged down at the 48. Ray Egglesey on the tackle for the Lions. 11:30 left here in the 3rd period. Martinez, shotgun formation with Anderson. 3 receivers and a tight end to the top of the formation. They take the snap, hand to Anderson straight ahead, and these are the run plays that we saw on that one drive early in the first half, and they've gone back to it with a similar level of success.
Yeah, O-line is just dominating right now for Westwood.
It's now 2nd down and 3, ball at the 41 for the Warriors. Anderson, the running back, with Martinez, the quarterback. 3 receivers, top of the formation. Martinez takes the snap, and they hand to Anderson again, straight ahead, and he gets about 6 yards and a first down to the, looks like they're going to put it at the Lion 35.
Yeah, Chuck, they're having 6 offensive linemen. Leander has 3 defensive linemen. Who's going to win that battle?
You got to bring the linebackers up and fill those other gaps at that point. Linebackers have to play close to the line of scrimmage. 1st and 10, hand off to Anderson, straight ahead. There's a flag way over on the 22 by the Lions sideline. Anderson picks up 9 yards straight ahead, tackled by Burt. We'll see what the flag is. It looks like it's going to go against the Lions. We'll see what the referee says. going to be declined by Westwood, whatever the penalty was. He never signaled. It might have been a sideline warning. Who knows? 2nd down and 1. Martinez and Anderson, the backs in the backfield, 3 receivers to the wide side of the formation there at the top. Martinez looking over the defense, barks out his cadence, takes the snap, hands to Anderson straight ahead. He spins his way forward for a first down. Tackle made by number 32, Jake Benugli, but it'll be a first down Warriors. 9:59 and counting here in the 3rd period.
Yeah, big offensive line here for Westwood, kind of doing what they need to do.
Martinez with Anderson in the backfield. There's the snap. They hand to Nate Anderson straight ahead. He breaks a tackle, wrapped up by Burt. He kind of ran him over, but picked up about 8 yards. Burt able to bring him down. 9:30 and counting here, 2nd and 2. Westwood continuing to march on the opening drive of the second half. Jang changing sides in the formation. Coaching staff can't seem to decide what they want to call. 20 seconds on the play clock. They get it called now. Pistol formation as Anderson lines up behind Martinez. As a fullback in front of Martinez to the left. 2 receivers top of the formation. Jang at the bottom. Martinez takes the snap, drops back, looks to his left, steps up in the pocket, scrambles, throws right. Pass complete to Jang for a touchdown. You got to stay with him even if he's looking the other side. You can't move away from your receiver. Martinez was looking left, looking left, looking left. Everybody covered that side, looked to the right, and that defender had slid off of Jang, and he was open for the score.
Yeah, and that very unfortunate for the receiver. He had people pressing the quarterback, but just didn't get enough help.
Yeah, you got to be able to get pressure. You can't cover any receiver for a long period of time, especially Jang. And the point after attempt is up and good. It's 28-7. We'll take a quick break with 8:47. We'll be right back.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family, John and Denise Christensen, Louie and Ray Egglesey, Russ and Kathy Gaiman, Jason and Gina Gordon, Katie and Justin Hanner, Rich and Patricia Hensley, Kyle and Maria Kennedy, Earl and Janice Lott, Gary and Ann McDaniel, Mike and Sandy Slater, Roger and Laura Smith, and Darren.
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves. 8:47 remaining here in the 3rd period. The Westwood Warriors just took a 28-7 lead on the Lions as they took the opening drive of the second half. 75 yards for the score. Kick is deep out of the end zone. Egglesey watch it go over his head, and the Lions will take over on the 25 for their first drive of the second half, down 3 scores. Got any updates on other scores, Mark?
Yeah, let's see what we have here real quick. We have Vista Ridge up 35-19 over Hendrickson in the 3rd quarter, and we also have Cedar Ridge 46, Round Rock 28.
It's a little surprising. Shotgun formation for the Lions as they come out of the sideline. Dotson, the running back, they fake to him, and Landry is sacked as he's looking downfield right around the 16-yard line. That's number 5 on the sack, Nathan Potter. So they'll mark the ball at the 19-yard line of Leander, 2nd down. So it'll be 2nd and 16. The Lions need the 35 for a first down.
Leander had a Potter that was quite the athlete.
Jacob Potter.
Jacob Potter.
Actually had a couple of Potters come through.
That's true.
8:15 left in the 3rd period, 28-7. Westwood on top. Lions break the huddle 5 seconds on the play clock. Landry, the quarterback, Dotson, the running back. Landry fakes to Dotson, drops straight back, steps up in the pocket, is tripped up. He had a lot of green, but was able, as he flushed out towards the green, the defender for Westwood able to trip him up, prevent a big play for the Lions and bring up third down. You can see on the replay, if you're here at the stadium or later when you watch the game, there was a lot of green there for Landry if he could have just got through that one defender. Unable to do so, third down and 20 now.
Yeah, big play by the linebacker for Westwood, number 54.
The Lions need to get to the 35, ball at the 15. It's going to require a big play here on 3rd and 20. Landry empty set, lots of receivers to the right of the formation. Landry flushed out. He's running to his left, up to the 20, 25, steps out of bounds. It's hit late, and there's a penalty flag. 2 of them, and that'll give the Lions, will be able to maintain possession as number 15, Cam Colvin, comes running over and hits Landry as he's going out of bounds. The referees are discussing it now on the sideline here. The Lions will keep the offense on the field as they expect a personal foul penalty here.
Yeah, Landry got popped and knocked over one of the student trainers, and he actually was checking to see if she was okay. She looks okay.
Yeah, Landry always worried about others. So that'll be a first down as Landry takes a little bit of punishment, but the Lions, able to keep their drive alive, now have the ball at their own 44 with 7:07 remaining here in the third period. And so let's see if they can get an answer here quickly in this drive to the opening Westwood salvo of the second half. Pistol formation, Dotson the running back. Lots of receivers on the left of the formation. Landry takes the snap, hands to Dotson, nothing there. In fact, he loses a yard.
Yeah, and this goes to happen quite a bit in the second half where they finally get dialed in on Dotson. They slow him down for a little bit, and then come fourth quarter, he kind of breaks free again.
Jaleel Davis was there waiting for him, the linebacker for the Warriors. He was able to wrap him up for a loss of 1. It's going to be second 11 ball at the Lion 43 with 6:35 and counting in the third period. Lions down 28-7. Landry takes the snap, hands to Dotson, the running back. Dotson moves to the right. He jumps over a defender at the 45 and is knocked down around the 47. He's about 7 yards shy of the first down. There's a
Looks
penalty
like it's going to be a
flag down.
holding.
It's in an area where it typically would be a hold. We'll see what the Warriors decide to do. They'll likely take this.
Up to that point, Leander and Westwood both had 3 penalties apiece for 35 yards. This breaking the tie, if you will.
Tying the penalties. So they're going to move the line of scrimmage down to the 33 of Leander, and they have to get all the way to the 46 of the Warriors. So they're looking at 21 yards for a first down, 2nd and 21. Shotgun formation. The running back is Dotson. You got 2 receivers to the bottom here, the tight short side of the field, and a 1 receiver wide to the top. Landry takes the snap. He hands to Dotson going left to right, and Westwood waiting for him there, dropping for a loss of about 3 to the 29. And so it'll be third and forever.
Yeah, at this point, I've spoke out of both sides of my mouth. I say keep handing the ball to Dotson, of course, when it's working. But you want to, going into these last couple games, you want to be able to open up the playbook a little bit, take some risk, do some things that you haven't done all season, kind of see what this team can do and
but due
see
to
what your
injuries
future might be.
Injuries and a variety of other reasons, the Lions have a bunch of young guys that are playing. Landry takes the snap, drops straight back, flushed forward, looking to throw downfield. He gets a pass downfield. Pass intended for number 4, Jake Webster, and it's a little bit off. He had to go down to try to catch it, and it was behind him. He couldn't reach it. So to bring up 4th down, the Lions will punt. 5:12 on the clock.
But yeah, you're all right. There's been a lot of injuries, and and something that this team's had to battle with and bring some of these younger guys up because they haven't really had the varsity staff to be able to fill the holes with what they came into the year with.
And the Lions even had a penalty on that incompletion. They decline it, what the Warriors do, and so the Lions will punt.
Nobody back.
Well, I don't think Westwood's super worried about starting field position as they're able to move the ball from just about anywhere tonight. And Gaiman kind of gets a shank off of his foot, and it takes a Warrior bounce at the 45 of Leander and is down at the 41 by Joseph Choto, where the Warriors will have it 1st and 10 with 5:02 left. Any score updates?
On the other note, Astros on top 3-1. Looks like it is top of the or bottom of the 5th. 2 outs.
And so the Warriors come out from the sideline in formation. Martinez still the quarterback. Nate Anderson the running back. 3 receivers here to the wide side of the formation. A single receiver to the short side. Martinez takes the snap, drops straight back, looking downfield to the right all day long. Throws a deep pass over the middle, and it's complete for a touchdown to Oliver Yu. He gave him too much time. He stood back there. He could have tied his shoe before he threw that pass.
Yeah, and that's not getting that penetration, as you mentioned, into the backfield has been something that is a definite when you face a quarterback like Martinez. You've got to be able to disrupt that timing of that, if anything, disrupt the timing.
Point after touchdown attempt coming up here for the Warriors. The kicker, Wes Bevins. Hold, kick is up, and the Warriors now have a 35-7 lead with 4:52 remaining here in the third period. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back on SHN Sports.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to thank the following local businesses for their support of Leander Lions football this season. At the bronze level, Buttercup Dental, 512-335-8121. HEB Plus at 651 North U.S. Highway 183 in Leander. Tillman Physical Therapy at 512-331-6200. Bill Miller's Barbecue at 1651 West Whitestone Boulevard. And Pendleton Orthodontics at 512-355-7727. At the silver level, Wingstop, located at 401 West Whitestone.
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves, where the Warriors are ready to kick off after taking a 35-7 lead with 4:52 remaining here in the third period. Of course, West Bevins to kick off. That's not Wes. That's West.
Yeah,
Bevins.
not home of the Kolaches.
Not East Bevins.
No.
Not North Bevins. Not
No.
South Bevins,
No.
but West Bevins.
Home of West.
And West
Bevins.
Bevins kicks the ball. It's going to be fielded by the Lions at the 3, up to the 10, 15, 20. That's Egglese's at the 30, 35, 40. He trips at midfield. Otherwise, it's either him and Wes Bevins for the touchdown, and Egglesey goes down right around midfield, and the Lions will have it 1st and 10.
Yeah, Egglesey, he's been another outstanding player for Leander. He's been making a lot of tackles. He's had his share of good kickoff returns. Sitting right now, leading the team today with 8 tackles.
He had a Westwood defender get a shoestring about 12 yards prior to him falling. You almost want to blame it on the turf monster, but it looks like somebody tripped him up. 1st and 10 for the Lions. Landry takes the snap, hands to Dotson. Dotson at the 48 of Leander, and there's nowhere to go. Nothing but Warriors waiting on him, led by Dylan Vorpal. And it'll be a loss of 2 on the play to the Lion 48. 2nd and 12, 4:25 and counting here in the third.
Yeah, Gary, like you were talking, they need to mix it up a little bit here. Maybe some play action, maybe a swing pass, maybe something in the flats, something
Even put
downfield.
Dotson in that slot and throw it.
Jet sweep,
downfield.
they got to do something else because they're just keying on him.
Get the ball to Terry, something here. We got a 2nd and 12, pistol formation. Dotson, the running back, behind Landry. 2 receivers to the left. Landry fakes and hits number 96, Jacob Smith. And
He's an eligible receiver.
Yeah, he's a fullback wearing 96, and he picks up a few yards down to about the 42, making it 3rd and 2. So very manageable for Leander here on 3rd down and likely 2-down territory here.
And it's a shame because they've had some drives throughout the season that have been that you look like, okay, here we go. And now finish right now is what they need. They need to finish this drive.
We've left too many points on the field this year. 3rd down and 2, pistol formation for Landry, Dotson the running back. There's the snap. They hand to Dotson. Bunch of defenders there. Dotson cuts behind them and picks up about 6 yards for the 1st down at the 38.
And if you're going to be able to use Dotson, then do the play action. Take advantage of being able to suck that off the defense in and start tossing that ball on the outside. Get something going on the outside.
Well, I'd say look at the Denver Broncos offenses of the 90s and how they would start to the right and the running back would cut back. You see Dotson do his best on a cutback, and it only needs to be one cut. But here we go. Shotgun formation, really pistol with Dotson behind Landry. 2 receivers to the top. Landry takes the snap. They hand to Dotson straight ahead. He's got a little bit of a seam up the left hash to the 33, picks up about 6.
Yeah, you mentioned that one cut. That's one of the things that I love about Dotson is he's not a dancer. He doesn't sit back there.
When he dances, he gets tackled.
Absolutely, but it's very minimal carries that he does that, and it's usually one step, one cut, one misdirection, one he's straight north and south.
2nd down and 5 yards to go. Ball at the 33. 2:45 left in the 3rd period. 35-7 Westwood. Landry takes the snap, throws on a deep slant to Leonard, and it's a little bit too short for Leonard. He has to go down, unable to catch it 3rd down.
Yeah, and by doing that with Dotson, you've allowed what's came open is the outside. You've had Della Riva in the flats over there and Dotson in the flats over here that had opportunity, to get that ball and possibly pick up a 1st down.
So 2:38 on the clock. 3rd down, 5 yards to go. Lions have it at the Westwood Warrior 33. Evan Smith, the running back, in the backfield with Landry. 3 receivers to the left of the formation. Landry takes a snap, hits one of those receivers, Keon Leonard, on a deep drag, and he gets clotheslined by Nathan Potter, and that's going to be a penalty flag, likely a face mask, and that'll add to the 1st down that the Lions had just picked up.
Yeah, that was a great catch there by Leonard.
Good job of hanging on to the football.
And his head.
Yeah, he did get his head almost removed.
Yeah, and you pretty much get him out just to check him out, make sure everything's all right.
He's a big, strong kid, but, yeah, that doesn't happen very often to many people, and it hurts when it does. And so that 15-yard penalty will move the Lions down to the Warrior 14. 1st down and 10 with 2:32 left on the 3rd period clock here. And so the Lions in a huddle, 20 seconds on the play clock. Dotson is moving out as a split receiver to the right. Evan Smith in the backfield with Landry. 3 receivers to the left of the formation. Landry, quick flip out to Xavier Terry, incomplete.
If you want somebody blocking for you, Evan Smith's a good number to have back there.
He's not afraid to cut anybody. It's 3rd down.
Round Rock bringing it back against Cedar Ridge, 35-45 right now. 45 Cedar Ridge. Trying to make a comeback there.
Round Rock has the talent to do that. 2:10 on the clock for the Lions. They need to get a score here to get some momentum heading into this final period. Landry in a pistol. Dotson the running back. 3 receivers to the top of the formation. They send Dotson out to the left. Landry the only back now. Takes the snap, drops straight back. Hits a receiver over the middle. Complete to Leonard at the 1. Oh, check that. De La Riva down to the 2-yard line where it'll be 1st and goal, Leander. Nice job by De La Riva to get up, and good pass by Landry. Let him just enough. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 1 for Leander. down 35-7. 1:52 remaining here in the third period. Dotson, the running back, along with Landry. There's the handoff from Landry to Dotson. He gets in behind the guard.
Little
They're going to
short.
say he's short by just a smidge. Second down. Not sure who made the tackle there. The whole Warrior defense there in the middle. Go on ahead and credit them. Second and goal.
Well, when you're running the ball in this situation, you don't want to be flashy. You got to hit the hole hard and dig.
And that's what they do on second down is Landry hands to Dotson, and he's in for the score, the second for the Lions this evening, and it's now 35-13 with 1:14 remaining here in the third period. The point after attempt coming up here shortly. Eli Gaiman to kick that is going to be held by Will Loof.
Yeah, I still like to see that pad level get down by the running back Dotson.
Yeah, he runs a little bit too much like Eric Dickerson. Snap, hold, kick is blocked as there was a bad snap, and Warriors are tackled by Gaiman. That was Gaiman on the tackle. So 1:14 left. It's 35-13. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back on Leander Lion Football here on SH.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family, John and Denise Christensen, Louie and Ray Egglesey, Russ and Kathy Gaiman, Jason and Gina Gordon, Katie and Justin Hanner, Rich and Patricia Hensley, Kyle and Maria Kennedy, Earl and Janice Lott, Gary and Ann McDaniel, Mike and Sandy Slater, Roger and Laura Smith, and Darren and Jessica Webster. Again, thank you so much for sponsoring Leander Lions football this season. And go Lions!
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves, where the Lions just scored. It's 35-13 with 1:14 remaining here in the third period. Westwood on top. The Lions ready to kick off. Eli Gaiman to kick, back deep to receive. Nate Anderson along with Jang.
Hey,
Robbie Jang.
You can't say enough about Gaiman's tackling ability.
Except for that he needs to use it more.
Well, you hate to see him use it.
Well, no, as a defender.
Yeah, he's had some pretty big hits for a kicker for sure. He's a big guy.
It looks like Westwood's band's getting ready to set up here for a post.
Onside kick.
Does not go 10 yards and rolls out of bounds at the Lion 42. It went to about the 48 and then rolled back.
Very weird.
Well, that football's oddly shaped, and so with 5 additional yards, you're going to be looking at Westwood football at the 38.
What's that called in pool where you have the
English?
Yeah.
Put a little English on
English on that ball. There's an M word for it too, isn't there?
I've always just heard English.
Mass something. I'll get back to you.
It'll come to you about 2 a.m. tonight. So if your memory is like mine, so they'll march off the 5 yards from the 42, put it at the 38. They're going to put it all the way down to the 36. I don't know why.
Astros are
37.
bending,
they're just guessing. First down.
Yeah, subjective.
1:14 left here in the third period.
Subjective reffing. You've never heard that?
Martinez, the quarterback. Nate Anderson, the running back. 3 receivers, top of the formation. Martinez takes the snap, fakes to Anderson, hits Jang in the seam for a touchdown. Nobody covered Jang on that play. The Lions defense caught flat-footed, and it is now 41-13 with 1:05 remaining here in the third period.
I'm going to have to say MVP of this game, number 10.
Yeah, he's having a big night, that's for sure. And the point after attempt coming up here is Mr. West Bevins will come in to attempt that. Jang, Mr. Utility Man, will hold.
So he's had 2 touchdowns.
Snap, hold, kick is up.
Jing sitting at 2 touchdowns with 152 yards.
42-13. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back.
Big thank you goes out from the Leander Lions Football Booster Club to our 2 great platinum sponsors for their support of Leander Lions football this season. First, 9 Round Fitness, located at 2906 South Baghdad Road, right across the street from Leander High School. Call 9 Round at 512-843-3925. 9 Round, where your first 30-minute full body workout is free. Look for them on Facebook. That's 9 Round. And Good Flow Plumbing. Call them at 512-501-2051 or find them online at goodflowplumbing.com. Good Flow Plumbing, backed by more than 50 years of industry experience in Austin, Good Flow Plumbing provides honest, knowledgeable plumbing service. The kind of service you can trust. Good Flow Plumbing, license M-37868. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. And go Lions!
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves Athletic Complex. The Warriors lead the Lions 42-13 with 1:05 remaining here in the third period. West Bevins ready to kick for the Warriors. Back deep to receive for the Lions, Xavier Dotson. And it looks like Joseph Choto. Although that might be Egglesey over there. It's hard to say. Kick is on the ground, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it was Dotson there, and he lets it go out of bounds.
Yeah, real quick, we'll go ahead and give you some scores around the area. Hutto on top of Pflugerville, 54-7. Georgetown over Manor, 49-21. Glenn High School coming in with maybe a possible win, 35-22 over Marble Falls High School. Vista Ridge, 35 over Hendrickson, 19. Cedar Ridge bumping that score up, 52-41 against Round Rock Dragons. We've got Conley High School trailing by 1 to Rouse, 15-14.
It looks like the Lions are going to make the Warriors re-kick it from the 40. I believe they have to back up 5 yards, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
To the 35. So
yeah, they're doing it right now.
And the Lions will move up 5 yards, and we'll re-kick this. Otherwise, what's the deterrent for kicking it out of bounds?
Yeah, there's a lot of things to remember there as a referee on a Friday after a long week's of work.
I'm sure the coaches have the ability to remind them.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah.
And they regularly just ignore them anyway.
As you can see, the Coach Wood there, right there in the ear.
Oh, you know it. West Bevins to kick again for the Warriors. Back deep we have Egglesey and Dotson. Short receivers are going to be Terry and Choto, and it's a short kick near the out of bounds, and it goes out of bounds again. So West Bevins trying to place the ball, kicks it out once again, and we'll see what Coach Price wants to make them run it down again. I think he may.
Yeah, real quick, again, Rouse over Conley, 15-14. Troy High School, 68 over Manor New Tech High School, 68-6 there.
And so the Warriors are unaware that the Lions are going to make them re-kick it. As you can see, the referees over here moving the ball.
They'll figure it out.
To re-kick, but the Warriors defense out on the field, and so there's plenty of confusion. And out comes the Warrior kicking unit to the 30 this time. And the Lion kickoff return team, they're going to make them kick it. The Lions had a good return with Egglesey, and they don't want to miss an opportunity on a return.
So we got a legendary game here, Liberty Hill High School against Burnett High School. Right now, Liberty Hill leading 24-21. That's a great atmosphere to be in right now.
There's fist fights going on out there.
Barbecue and fist fights.
So it is a 42-13 score still, the third attempt by West Bevins to kick this football off after the 42nd point was scored by Mr. Bevins. And so the Lions, the same returners back deep, they just moved up about 10 yards. So we will see if Bevins tries to adjust his kick once again as Egglesey and Xavier Terry switch places to put them a little closer. It is a short pooch kick. Egglesey is able to get it at the 34, but the Warriors are there to wrap him up immediately. But again, the Lions get about 9 more yards than you typically would expect on a kick return, and they'll have decent field position with 1:01 remaining here in the third, trailing big to the Warriors. They're going to mark it at the 33.
Got 1:01 left here in the third.
And so the Lions will break the huddle from the sideline to open this drive. Landry in a pistol, Dotson the running back behind him. 2 receivers to the left of Landry. There's the snap. They hand to Dotson straight ahead. He's up over the 35 to the 40 before he's taken down. Nice run. Tackle made by Eric Wiley.
Yeah, prime example there of his one cut. He just north and south.
2nd and 3 for the Lions. 43 seconds and counting here in the third period. The Warriors celebrating homecoming tonight with a big lead, but the Lions looking to put a dent in it here as we wind down the third period. Landry in a shotgun, Dotson the running back. There's the snap. Actually, that was Smith was the running back, and the pass is complete to number 26, Joseph Choto, for a first down in Lion territory at the 48.
Yeah, that was a good route by Choto to find some space right there. And
it looks like the Lions may let the last 15 seconds of the third period run off. It's down to 10, and they're going to. And we'll take a quick break here on Leander Lions football here on SHN Sports. Stay tuned.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to recognize the following Lion faithful for their generosity this season. At the red level, Dan and Rachel Bumgartner, Daniel and Kat Dupre, Dave and Tracy Nordstrom, and David and Robin Tillman. At the white level, Lucy Belter. And at the lion level, Brian and Jessica Campbell, the Shoto family, John and Denise Christensen, Louie and Ray Egglesey, Russ and Kathy Gaiman, Jason and Gina Gordon, Katie and Justin Hanner, Rich and Patricia Hensley, Kyle and Maria Kennedy, Earl and Janice Lott, Gary and Ann McDaniel, Mike and Sandy Slater, Roger and Laura Smith, and Darren and Jessica Webster. Again, thank you so much for sponsoring Leander Lions football this season. And go Lions!
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves. The Lions have the ball first down and 10 as we open this final stanza of tonight's game. Westwood on top big here, 42-13. The Lions come out from the sideline in formation. Landry in an empty set, 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right of the formation. That receiver on the right is Dotson. Landry takes the snap, looking to the left, goes down the left sideline, it's intercepted. He had a receiver going down the sideline, but you had a defender in Preston Neidhart sitting on the route, and he was able to step in front of that pass, intercept it, and step out of bounds. So it'll be Westwood ball at the Westwood 35.
yeah, he saw the opportunity from the word go. I sat there and watched
Sitting on
him
the
read
route.
it and just sat there and waited for it to happen. And
Yeah, a little bit of pressure on Landry. He was just looking that way the whole way, but he was also throwing off of his back heel, going backwards as the defensive lineman was putting a little bit of pressure on him. So 2 bad things ended up being a third bad thing with that interception.
So 1st and 10 for the Warriors. Martinez, the quarterback still. Nate Anderson, the running back. 3 receivers here on the wide side of the formation. Snap, handoff to Anderson. He cuts up at the 40, over the 40 to the 44, where he's tackled by Major Maiden. Also there, Sarpong Nana. It's 2nd down and 2. The Warriors looking to the sideline for the signal. Martinez, the quarterback. Anderson, the running back. 2 receivers either side of the formation. 11:26 and counting. Bring Jang in motion to the wide side. There's a quick pass to Jang in the flat. He's got blockers. He cuts up at midfield. He's in line territory at the 46 before he's tackled by Jake Benugli. They're going to mark him at the 47, 1st and 10. 11 minutes, 10 seconds and counting here in tonight's ball game. Warriors up big. Martinez looks to the sideline. Nate Anderson, the running back. 2 receivers, either side of the formation. There's a snap. Martinez rolls to his left, tucks the ball, goes running back to the right. A lot of room. He's at the 40. He's clipped there and goes down right at the 40 by number 7, Dimitri Drayton. And it'll be shy of the first down. It'll bring up a second down and about 3. Warriors need to get to the 37 for a first down.
Yeah, and that was Drayton's 6th tackle for the evening.
He racks up a lot of tackles. Dimitri he was one of our interviews earlier in the season at the podcast. 42-13, 10-15 on the clock. Shotgun formation. Martinez the quarterback. Anderson in motion. The set empty now. And the clock runs down. And there's an additional late flag. It's like that referee just realized the clock.
He's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, that's my job.
That's right.
So they'll mark off 5, and so instead of 2nd and 3, it'll be 2nd and 8. The new line of scrimmage will be the 45 of the Lions. 10:02 on the clock. Martinez looking to Coach Wood for the signal. Clock is wound by the white hat. In case you're wondering, that's the referee. Shotgun formation. Anderson, the running back, with Martinez. 2 receivers on either side of the formation. Lions look like they're going to bring a little bit of pressure. They send Anderson in motion. They drop back from the pressure. Martinez dropping deep, throwing down the right seam. He's got a receiver, and it's caught for a touchdown.
Wow, he just dropped that in the bucket into the wind.
He did, but it looked like he was tackled short.
Well, the reason they called it a touchdown is Anthony Paisana made the tackle of the receiver, Oliver Jew, but as he tackled him, Jew landed on him, and so Paisana prevented him from actually being down. And so 48-13 with 9:29, point after attempt coming up from West Bevins.
Yeah, it was a beautiful pass by Martinez against the wind.
Hold kick is up and good. It's now 49 rather, to 13.
Yeah, I'm going to have to watch this replay again if they do it over here.
There it is. Martinez in the replay we're watching, he drops back and just a deep pass, and you see he lands on Paisana as he goes into the end zone. And so we'll take a quick break. Well, let's just stay here because we spent too much time of the break looking at the replay. Go ahead.
That was the Westwood's longest drive in their past 3 drives. 2 minutes, 22 seconds versus 10 seconds and 9 seconds. So,
yeah, their offense is really starting to click now.
And it's something that, this Leander defense has faced all year throughout the teams they've played, where people have been able to score big on them, and with the one big play. They've done so many things on defense good, but then the big play has killed them. Offensively, they've march forward, but then their own mistakes have caused them to, march backwards. 1 step forward, 3 steps back. It's kind of been the theme. And something, you've mentioned earlier in the season, they've got to learn to win mentally before this program gets turned around.
Yeah, the culture here has suffered, and that's part of the task of rebuilding a winning program is building in that culture of not accepting the mistakes that the Lions have made and not allowing those to harm you. We got a fair catch, but it wasn't caught by the guy who who signaled, but the referees blow the whistle anyway. Leonard had thrown his arm up, but it was Terry who fielded the kick, and the referees blow the whistle. It'll be Lions football in the 30.
Quick scoring update. We're talking about that Cedar Ridge Round Rock game. It is now Cedar Ridge 52, Round Rock 47. 5:13 left in the fourth quarter. So Round Rock
has the ball.
I don't see right here.
Whoever has it last is going to win.
If you can dial into that, I think you might be able to tell.
It is a 1st down and 10 for the Lions. They have it on their own 30 with 9:27 left in the game. Pistol formation. Landry takes the snap, hands to Dotson straight ahead. He cuts out to the right. He's at the 35, 40, 45 midfield. Steps out at the Warrior 45. 1st and 10 Lions. Nice run and good blocking up front by the Lion offensive line. 9:19 left on the clock.
But yeah, well, Leander hasn't made the playoffs since 2012. We've
Lost on the last play in round 4. I was there.
We've witnessed, some seasons that haven't been in favor of Leander by any means.
That's an understatement. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 45. Pistol formation. Landry with Dotson in the backfield. Landry takes the snap, hands to Dotson. Dotson going left. Cuts up at the 45. Picks his way forward to the 41. Gain of 4. 2nd down and 6.
Well, one sure thing this Leander team has, that's number 21.
Losing him after this season, though, and so the Lions will be looking to some of those younger players to step in and move the ball next year. And, of course, we've talked about it a few times in the podcast, a couple times during game broadcasts. Coach Price still hasn't even been here a full year.
Yeah.
So 2nd down and 6. Pistol formation for the Lions. Dotson, the running back, 3 receivers to the right. Landry takes the snap and they hand to Dotson. There's somebody in the hole, so he bounces it out left. And he gets real close to the 1st down. They're going to mark him a yard shy at the 36. He needed the 35. 3rd down.
Yeah, with that said, with Coach Price just being here, not even finishing his first year yet, I challenge the community and the fans to get out here and support the Lions, support this team moving forward, and be part of the solution to change this culture for Leander Lions and get this program turned around.
3rd and 1 here for the Lions. Shotgun formation. Landry the quarterback, Dotson the running back, 3 receivers on the short side of the field, 1 on the wide side. Actually, Dotson out wide. That running back is Evan Smith. They hand it to him going straight ahead, and he's stopped for a loss of 1 yard.
That was take the ball, I don't want to get hit.
4th down and 2. Yeah, they put Dotson out as a wideout, kind of a decoy, hoping to get the middle softened up, but the Westwood defensive line able to hold strong there. So with 8:17 and counting in tonight's ball game, it's 4th and 2 for the Lions. They break the huddle. It's going to be a pistol formation. Dotson is the running back. The fullback is Evan Smith, 2 receivers on the right. The snap is high. Landry has to chase after. He's running for his life. Cuts up and gets the 1st down at the 45. Nice alert play by Landry. We have an injured line down at around the 44-yard line. And the Lions will move the chains, however, with 7:53. Watch the replay, and Landry easily picks up the 1st down.
Yeah, right now Astros on top, 4-1 still. Man on 2nd and 3rd, still top of the 6th. 2 outs.
Do you have any score updates for high school games?
We do. Stay tuned.
We may be here for a moment or two. The staff out there tending to the injured player.
Just here directly, Vista Ridge on top of Hendrickson, 35-25. As he mentioned earlier, Cedar Ridge, 55 to Round Rock, 47. Lake Travis winning big, 45-14 over Del Valley. No big surprise there. Westlake likewise, 65-7 over Hayes. And then we'll roll in here to some other scores here around. I know I want to see what's going on with that Burnett and Liberty Hill game.
And that Round Rock Cedar Ridge game, too. So we got Jacob Smith is off the field under his own power for the Lions. 1st and 10, ball at the 35 of the Westwood Warriors. 7:53 on the clock, and I expect that clock to be wound here, and they don't. So we'll be okay with it because we need more time anyway. Shotgun formation, the running back, Evan Smith. Dotson wide to the right, 3 receivers at the top of the left. Landry looking that way to the left, hits a receiver on a deep end.
Yeah, he's first down.
And it is a first down. That pass complete to Jake Webster.
So right now that score is still 55-47. Cedar Ridge on top. They're showing 2 minutes and 47 seconds left in that game.
7:40 and counting here in the fourth period. 1st and 10 for the Lions. They have it at the 19 of the Warriors. They trail 49-13. Landry, the quarterback, has Evan Smith, the running back, in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the right of the formation. Quick pass in the flat to Dotson, and he carries it inside the 20 to about the 17, second down. Referee winds the clock, indicating they stopped Dotson's progress before he got out of bounds. So 7:06 and counting.
And Liberty Hill still leading. Now that updated score is 31-28 over Burnett. 8:25 left in the fourth.
What a ball game. Second down and 8, 6:53. Here, Landry in a pistol formation, Dotson the running back. 3 receivers to the short side of the field. Snap, handoff to Dotson. He lunges under a tackler, doesn't get much, maybe 2 yards. They're going to give him the 16, third down. And it's about 6:25 and counting here in tonight's ball game. The Lions obviously in 2-down territory here. 3rd down and 6. Ball marked at the 16-yard line. Dotson the running back, Landry the quarterback. We have 2 receivers top of the formation, a tight end and a receiver at the bottom, but they bring one of those receivers from the top to the bottom. Send Dotson to the right as well. Landry drops back, looking over the middle, runs up. He's going to keep running, and he's going to get down to about the 12 where he stopped. He's shy of the first down by about 2 yards, where it'll be 4th down. Big play here for the Lions as they want to add to their point total here and continue to build. And you see some pride from the Lions here on this drive, the offense.
Yeah, we had talked a little bit earlier, about Weiss and Pflugerville. Weiss wins again this week, so they're turning that
they beat
program
Eastview.
around.
They've only got 1 loss on the season. 4th down and 2. Pistol formation for the Lions. Dotson, the running back behind Landry. There's a snap they hand to Dotson. He's got the first down. He's down to the 5, inside the 5 to the 4. Great run, and that's where you see power.
That's where you see the pad level drop, the power in the legs.
You don't dance.
That's a good run there by Dotson. That's what I know he wants to see. We've talked to him. He thrives on perfection, and he watches and looks at himself and sees what he can do week in and week out to improve his game.
So under 5 minutes here in tonight's ball game, the Lions have it 1st and goal at the 4-yard line, trailing big. Dotson, the running back, pistol formation. Landry takes the snap, rolls to the side with Dotson, and he'll carry it in for the score. And the Lions are at 19 now with 4:35 remaining in the ball game, and they'll come out with the kicking unit to try to make it 49-20, cut it to a 3-score game.
Yeah, good job by the Lions to keep the fight alive, keep trying to put up points, and put a dent in this 49 to now 19 score.
Kessler, the holder for Gaiman. Snap, there's the hold, kick up.
It's good.
And it's good. 49-20. We'll take a quick break. Stay tuned. Lion Football on SHN Sports. We'll be right back.
The Leander Lions Football Booster Club wants to thank the following local businesses for their support of Leander Lions football this season. At the bronze level, Buttercup Dental, 512-335-8121. HEB Plus at 651 North U.S. Highway 183 in Leander. Tillman Physical Therapy at 512-331-6200. Bill Miller's Barbecue at 1651 West Whitestone Boulevard. And Pendleton Orthodontics at 512-355-7727. At the silver level, Wingstop, located at 401 West Whitestone Boulevard in Cedar Park. Order online at wingstop.com. Thanks again for sponsoring Leander Lions football. and go Lions!
Welcome back to Kelly Reeves. The Lions just scored to make the score 49-20 with 4:35 remaining in the ball game. They'll be kicking off. Back deep to receive will be Nate Anderson and MVP Robbie Jang. But the Lions likely to attempt an onside here. We'll see. Gaiman will make that attempt for the Lions.
Yeah, they've got the wind working with them a little bit on this, so hopefully they can capitalize.
Yeah, last attempt wasn't what you would want in terms of an onside, as it went about 8 yards and then rolled back about 6 yards. So we'll see here. Gaiman looks like he may be kicking it deep, and the ball rolls off the tee, of course, because of the wind.
Looks like he'll give it one more go.
Yeah, it's tough to kick an onside with somebody holding it. But again, I'm not even sure they're going to attempt an onside after the last attempt. Gaiman toed the leather, and he missed the ball.
Yeah, it fell over like a
At the
Lucy
last
and Charlie
second.
Brown right when he was about to put his foot on the ball.
I was looking for the ball. I was like, he must have kicked an onside, but I didn't see it because it didn't move. And so Andrew Burt will come hold for Eli, and he'll get a toe into it this time.
Maybe.
Not my favorite place to be, holding the ball for the kicker.
Well, fortunately, kickers know what they're doing mostly. Gaiman's kick is going to go out of the end zone for a touchback. And so the Warriors will have it on the 25 with 4:35 on the game clock. And, of course, we mentioned the podcast a couple of times tonight. The final podcast is planned for Monday at Guaco Taco there at Lakeline and what is that? Crystal Falls Parkway. And so that's the plan, but right now the computer, we're not 100% sure we're going to have the ability, but at the very least we want to have everybody out to Guaco Taco. So we'll see. Look for that. Warriors take us the snap. Martinez flings it to the flat, complete to number 35. Or they're going to say 36. Corey Overton the reception.
Yeah, quick scoring update. Vista Ridge 35, Hendrickson 32. 1.5 minutes left in that game.
Say that again.
35-32, Vista Ridge over Hendrickson. So Hendrickson's making a big comeback. Yeah, minute and a half left.
Major Maiden had made that last stop. 2nd down and 7. We got a new quarterback in, don't we?
Yep.
And it's Robbie Jang is playing quarterback now.
No.
3rd down and 2. He is.
He must be calling the plays as well.
He was a holder. He's played receiver. He's played quarterback. I think I saw him playing defense at some point. It's 3rd down and 3. 3:33 and counting. Warriors taking their time. Not up-tempo anymore. Jang, the quarterback. Shotgun formation. Takes the snap. Hands to the running back. Finds a crease. Picks up the first down.
Yeah, one thing's for sure, Leander has their last game next week against Vandergrift. It's going to be at Bible Stadium.
Philip Sines getting a tackle there for the Lions of the running back, number 25, Brian Lee.
And that is their last game, as the last week that everybody else will be playing is Leander's bye.
And then it's realignment time for the Lions. We'll see where they
Shake it
end
up
up.
again.
1st and 10. Jang takes a snap, hits the receiver on the seam with a quick slant, picks up about 8 yards.
Rumor is Leander's going to drop back into the 5A realm.
Andrew Burt on the tackle of Joseph Kubalka.
They've been hovering in the 6A, and when we say hovering, it's been 1 to 6 people that have made the difference of them being 6A and 5A.
It doesn't get any easier in 5A. You've got
No.
Liberty Hill, Cedar Park, Georgetown.
Pick your poison.
Yeah, it's not much easier.
What you go west? No,
A little
can't
more
do that.
competitive for the Lions, at least in terms of numbers. But Jang takes the snap, hands off to the running back, number 30, and that is Devin Green.
Yeah, 2 years ago they were in the district with Westlake and Lake Travis, and before that back in there with Cedar Park and everybody else. It's a gauntlet. Whichever direction you go, you got to get better as a team. That's all you can really do.
That's right. You can only improve yourself. That was Brandon Hansen on the tackle of that last run. It's going to bring up a first down at the 47 for the Warriors. Jang in a shotgun formation.
I think they have a new quarterback in, number 25.
No, it's still Jang.
Oh, is it Jang?
This
Okay.
number 12 is in.
12. Sorry.
They do have a new quarterback, but he's not on our roster. Must be a JVer. Second down and 5.
Yeah, you got Brian Lee running the ball.
And there's a minute 15. And as we wind down this game, obviously the Lions aren't in any position to try to pull it out. We're going to wrap up the broadcast as quickly as the clock winds down. And we want everybody to come out to Guaco Taco for Monday's podcast. Shotgun formation, second down. It's a handoff to Lee.
Yeah, I think like the players, you want to end on a good note, and one thing that will help that will be the support of all the fans in the Leander community.
It will show that it's not just about the kids, it's about the community. So. Well, first and 10 for the Warriors. There's 42 seconds and counting on the clock. Unlikely to run but just one more play, and will likely be a knee, but we'll see. 32 seconds, 13 seconds on the play clock. Snap, handoff to the running back, number 25, straight ahead. Lee stacked up by Evan Smith. And there's a flag comes out as there's some shoving going on.
Evan Smith is fired up right now.
17 seconds remaining on the clock.
He was dancing back there before that play, so when he came in and made that hit, he was letting it all out. And looks like he upset a few people.
Yeah, that was kind of a weird flag. We'll see what the call is.
Yeah.
Going against the Lions. Personal foul.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I agree with that. He did get up with a little haste, but he got pushed in the back by one of the Westwood Warriors, and that's what the call should have been
They're
on.
showing the replay right now.
And right here you'll see the push. That's what should have been called.
And that's going to be the ball game, ladies and gentlemen, as the Warriors will not take another snap. We want to thank you for tuning in tonight for the Lions versus the Warriors. Warriors win 49-20. For Gary Gutierrez, Mark Sickles, thanks for the production, Mark.
Hey, no problem.
Mickey Holden and Jared Schmeiser, thank you all for listening to Lion Football on SHN Sports.
Go Lions
We'll see you next time.
and Astros.